Hey, welcome back to more Let's Play Terranigma BLIND. In the last one, we went to the portal, which was in here. This is all the way back to where we started. Not the very beginning of the game, but yeah, we're. Oh, I did level up. I gained 5 levels. Didn't take very long. Funny thing happened actually. I went back to the Neo Tokyo sewers, and there were these little round dudes that give you like 99 experience each. And I went ahead and I set the oh, I gotta talk to this guy again. Oops. And I went ahead and I set the speed, the game speed, or the emulator speed, cartridge speed, to × 5, just so I could like go in and out of the room and kill the dudes faster. And as it turns out, I didn't realize this. When I opened the what's called the timing menu, which is the game speed or whatever, it was already set to ×2. And I was sitting here going, wait, so I turned it to ×1, and then everything, like the game music, sounds like it's playing in slow motion. Like the outside music, it's like I'm like, why is it so slow? That's weird. But as it turns out, I think that's the correct speed. Somebody did mention in the comments that they thought that the music sounded like it was going too fast. And I don't know, I thought that was like an emulator issue where it was like, I don't know if it was like skipping frames or dropping frames or, I don't know. I thought that it was just, I don't know. I thought that maybe it was just an emulator thing, and it was like, well, if it's the emulator that's making that weird little thing happen, it's like, well, I can't, there's nothing I can do to fix it, but I didn't realize that, the game speed was set. Well, I really want to think that if the game speed really was set to ×2, I would have, like, noticed. Like, if you were playing Mario Brothers and your run speed was, like, twice as fast, you would notice that, right? Or if you were playing Mega Man and your walk speed or whatever was, like, twice as fast, you would notice that. Like, this game did... Like, I can't believe I played the whole game at ×2 speed and didn't even realize it. So, I didn't have any problems with it. Like, I wasn't, like, if you turn the speed up too high, it's like, it becomes, like, hard to play because, like, if you don't, like, hit the buttons, like, because you can't input commands quick enough or whatever, because, like, if you set it to ×10, if you press down for, like, a little bit, it's gonna, like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically the game becomes, like, harder and harder to play the more you crank up the speed. But yeah, I thought that there was just something goofy with the emulator, or maybe the emulator was... Yeah, I don't know, I'm not really a tech guy, but I basically resigned to the fact that there was nothing I could do about it. So that's why I didn't do anything about it. I didn't realize it, like I said, until the end of the game when I went to grind. So then what I'm guessing happened, I'm sitting here going, but then, I had to back up a little bit and be like, well, the last game I played on emulator, I think, was Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. Oh, I gotta actually hit the button to scroll the thing. All right. Oh, that one I did. Okay, I don't think I have to anymore. There was times where I turned up the speed there to, like, speed up grinding or whatever. And I think what happened, I don't know, you ever been like clicking and dragging something, and then, like, you're trying to do, like, a minute, like, you're trying to drag it just a tiny bit more, but then if you don't, I think I did the thing where you move your hand just a tiny bit right before you unclick it, and then you adjust it a tiny bit right at the moment before you unclick it, and then it ends up being incorrect. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. It's annoying when you're trying to make, like, tiny changes. But I must have done that and not realized that I left it at ×2, because it is really touchy. Like, moving the mouse like a pixel or two, or, tiny amount, it can make the difference between ×1 and ×2. But I guess the good news is that, this is episode, 44, I think? It's possible that, I saved a bunch of, this might have been 5 extra episodes just of it taking longer to physically get through the game. Okay, so I did fight this guy last time. I didn't fare very well against him. Oh, that is what I had to do. I did think that maybe that's what I had to do. I just didn't. That was just an accident that I happened to time it correctly. Huh. Is it always red when I damage, like, enemies or the boss or whatever? So I was right, I do actually have to hit it back to him. And I did also forget for the entire game, actually, that I can block. Maybe there'd be something I can block that'll be useful. So do I have to be standing, like, off to the side, I wonder? To hurt it? Alright, cool. What did that say? Internal face? Oh shit, I didn't do it already, did I? Is there 2 forms to this? The walkthrough said to get to level 35 or 36. So I figured I'd do 35 so that I wouldn't be too over leveled. Oh, okay. I was about to say, holy crap, that was way too freaking easy. Oh, this is a cool looking sprite, by the way. The way it's like flashing out the armpits or whatever. Or the armpits of the wings. Okay, so I'm already farther than I made it, so woohoo. I'm not getting hurt very badly, but if it takes me a while to figure out how to hurt it... I mean, I don't know. I do have a bang load of healing items, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, anyway, so my point is... holy nuts. Is that just half your life? I think it halved it, and then it halved it again. Alright, anyway, let's just go ahead and heal. Man, boy, the outside music seems so slow by comparison. Compared to how, like, I'm used to hearing it. Okay. So, I mean, it's one of those good news, bad news situations, I guess. Okay, it's just doing half my life over and over again, so I should just stop healing until it runs out. Because I just got hurt for a bunch more right there. Oh, damn it. Alright, well, might as well use all these bad boys up. Oh, man. Hopefully I can do it. It's the same kind of situation where I can't reach him, so I'll have to see about... Well, they already did the thing where I had to hit his thing back to him, so, like, are they going to do that on the second form, too? I mean, it wouldn't... I mean, hopefully they would come up with something a little more creative than that, but it's like, well... If I can't reach him, then what other option is there to hurt him? I don't know. Okay. Let's go ahead and use one more of these guys. But, yeah, I totally was just oblivious to the whole game speed thing. I don't know, the game seemed to be playing at a normal pace. And the music seemed to be going at a normal, pace. Everything was, you know, I don't know. Okay. So is that just like a time waster move? Like, what's the... Oh, do I have to block that? Can I block that? If he does it again, I'll try blocking it. Because I'm gonna run out of healing items really quick, if this is the case. I guess I could make another, I'll make another, save state. Oh shit, I think I wasted 1 HP on that heal, right? Yeah, oh well. I'll make a save state outside of the final, or the, you know, this form or whatever. So if I die, I don't have to keep going through that, this is Dark Gaia, again. Man, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Can I hit these back? Do I have to reflect his... Okay, so I can reflect this. I was just trying to reflect the other things. He just happened to use this move. I wonder if it looked like I timed it really well. Or if I did it at the last second. I wasn't even paying attention. Can I block these? No. Maybe I have to stab him back at him. Okay, so when he does that, okay, he does give you plenty of time to block or whatever. Boy, that's a lot better than taking half your life over and over again. I'll tell you what. Man, got all this money. I was not given a thing to spend it all on. Okay. Why does this move take so long? Is he using it a third time? Are you kidding me? Oh man, it's gonna be one of these fights, ain't it? Oh well. I did beat Bit Trip Beat, so I'm kind of like, I don't even give a shit. I did it. I won't have to ever do that shit again. Don't get me wrong, I do like that game, but man, I could not beat that fucking last level to save my life. And I've already beaten it several times, which is the worst part. And I even ran into one of those situations where I was like, okay, well, I know I need to practice it, but then if I'm practicing it and then I beat it, and then if I'm not able to, like, beat it when I'm recording, I'm gonna be super fucking even more pissed. So then I was like, well, let me just record myself at all times. That way when I do beat it once, I can just put that in the video. Instead of having to do it twice, you know. Once during practice and then once, like, replicating it. And, yeah, basically that last level is about, I don't know, 8 or 10 minutes long. And if you die, you get one chance. There's no lives, no continues, no nothing. And you're all the way back to the freaking beginning of that level. And then if you do make it to the end, it's basically the game is like a new spin on Pong. It's also like a music rhythm game or whatever. It's really fun. It's got a cool like graphical like style to it and whatnot. Also, how do I hurt this guy? What the F, man? Oh, damn it. I think I was in the air. That was like bad timing. I thought I was holding the button down. So it basically does the final boss, if you will, at the end of the level. Basically, it's like a throwback to the original Pong, and it's just you against a computer paddle, and your first to 15 points wins or whatever. And the problem is that after playing for 10 minutes, and a lot of it's like, it's really intense. Like, you have to focus, like, really hard, like, the whole time. Oh, that's how I hit him. Okay. How did I not... Has he never gotten that close before? How come I didn't try to hit him the last time? Or the last however many times he's gotten that close? Oh, there it is. There it is. Ugh. Wait, I still can't hit him. Alright, blockies. Man, maybe I should set the game speed back to ×2 just so I can do this quicker. Because this move takes forever! Come on, man! But my point, though, is that like you're so mentally drained. You got like nothing left in the tank, and then you gotta play Pong against a computer AI, which is like programmed to like not ever fuck up. Basically, it never fucks up, but it only moves at a certain speed, so you just have to catch it at a certain angle where it can't like physically get to the ball or the bit or whatever, the big giant pixel jam in time, then it misses it. So the problem is that after you hit it a few times, it starts to speed up, and then you're like playing Pong and like fast forward, which is really fucking hard. And it's motion control too, and it's super sensitive. It's so sensitive that if you take one hand off the Wii remote and just hold it with your other hand, your paddle will shake, because like nobody can hold their hand like perfectly still or whatever, and it's so sensitive that even just moving your hand that little bit is enough to like register. So basically, it requires like so much precision for such a long period of time, and then you got to play Pong and fast forward with this super sensitive ass touchpad, or not touchpad, motion control. So you got like nothing in the tank. You're mentally exhausted by the time you get to the boss, and it takes a huge amount of mental exertion to like fucking concentrate and do that. And then once you fall behind a few points, it starts to like fuck with your head, because you're like, oh shit, well I'm down by 4. So then, you know, and then once I did actually have a couple times where like, just like, no, like I would mess up and I get like pissed for a second, and then being mad, like you can't get frustrated in the slightest bit. If you get the slightest bit frustrated, well, that's my chance right there. I don't know if that was the best thing to do, but I don't know. If you get the slightest bit frustrated, you pay for it. There was one time where the ball was moving slowly and I missed it. Because you get so used to it going fast that when it's going slow, you like anticipate it wrong or whatever. You miss it. Kind of like when you're driving on like the highway and you're going like 75, and then you go off the highway, then you're going 30, and then you're like, holy shit, I feel like I could run faster than this. It does something like that where you misinterpret it, or you Misanticipate. Jeez, you don't say that word very often. Can't even get it out. So basically, I mean, technically, can I just stand here and block until he gets close? Because I'm out of healing jam, so this amount of life is all I have left. I did waste a fuckload of it before I realized you could block this damn attack. So, so basically, like, if you miss a slow one, it would, like, get me a little bit tilted, and then, like, there was one where I missed it, like, 3 times in a row going slow, just because I was, like, pissed at the first one. And just, like, the stakes are high, man, so, I mean, usually I don't get, like, salty very often. I'm not really, like, a salty, like, pissy kind of gamer or whatever, but, man, the fact that you have to play for so long to get to that point really, like, ups the stakes, you know? There's no save states, there's no lives, there's no continues. So knowing that if you fail, you have to go all the damn way back, and especially after I'd already given it the level 10 attempts, you know... it's enough to... It gets to you, man. Oh my gosh, I get it. Jeez. That attack does not need to last that long. Golly. Does he, like, respond to, like, my, like, movements? Like, if I go up towards the front, does he not get up to the front or whatever? Like, does he, like, try to not get close enough to be, like, vulnerable? Or is he just not vulnerable very often? Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Okay, I did it. Cool. Okay, so he doesn't take that many hits. I guess he doesn't have... Okay, I defeated Dark Gaia. Okay. That was kind of weird how it just... Oh, you did it. Okay. But, yeah, I guess he doesn't have that many hit points. He doesn't expose his weakness very often, but then he doesn't... you don't have to hit his weakness too many times. It is finally over. Dark Gaia's powers are sealed. So how did I like defeat it? Just by poking it with a spear a bunch of times? I don't know. Who is that? Who are you? Me? I am your original in the light side. Oh, then I guess I should have a normal voice. Dark Gaia created you to rule the planet as his own. Well, why didn't Dark Gaia just rule? He made you by copying me when he was first sealed. Well, if he was sealed, then how did he do anything? No, not just you, the village of Christa too. Above ground, you saw a village identical to it. The world runs on a balance of light and dark. Yeah, the other one was just in the middle of a forest. I had to run all the way out. I don't know why it put me back in that town. That was weird, to just make me backtrack out of a forest with easy-ass enemies. I don't know. Darkness has passed, our work is done. Let us return to our respective worlds. I might need you to give me a hand with that. I seem to be stuck on this platform. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm guessing we did it. Woohoo. Oh, man. Well, I can't believe I did that whole boss fight talking about a different game. That's probably not professional Let's Play etiquette, but oh well. Hopefully y'all don't come here for the professionalism. So this is my hometown. Even if I have a grand home... A grand home? Is that your home's, like, parents' parents? With no one to share, it's meaningless. No one is not hyphenated, you ding-dong. And it's not meaningless just because you have no one to share it with. I've lived by myself and felt fine. Come to think, Elle outside lost her village too. Lost her fellow villagers, and her parents were killed. I do like how they at least said the word killed. Sometimes they like dance around it. They're like, oh, they were defeated. Or they were destroyed, like in cartoons, they can't say the word kill ever. That's why she said she lost her ability to speak. So did she actually not? Or did she just take a vow of silence or something? I don't know. I can feel the pain that she went through. Oh, can you? I had no idea that having no place to go home to is so empty and lonely. Well, my dad was in the military, so I don't necessarily have a hometown. I mean, I have a town I was born in, but we moved so much that I don't know where I consider to be my hometown. I had like my small childhood, and then like my, 8, 9, 10 childhood, and then like my teenage years, and then all in different places. I wonder what I've. I gotta do it. Oh, I gotta do it. I wonder what I've been fighting for. Oh man. I should go and see if Capcom will hire me. I was told by the Elder to resurrect the world, so I just did it because the Elder told me to. Yes, the world was resurrected. And civilization developed. But that was all the Elder. Dark Gaia's plan. I can't help but feel I brought bad luck upon this planet. Humph, I didn't think Tommy had that kind of sense of duty. But you did fulfill your duty of creating heaven and earth. Wait, how did I create heaven? So you're what humans would call a god. Really? It's gonna have to be one of those video game gods where it just means like a strong person. Where there's a world with like a Shadow Hearts god or something. Where there's a world with living things, bad things always happen. But on the other side of bad, there's an equal number of good. Oh, man. Anyway, Tommy, I enjoyed traveling with you. You only traveled with me the last little bit, because Bad Yomi was with me the whole time. Yomi, you're acting a good guy. Or actually a good guy, jeez. See, I can't tell, like, between me fucking up reading and then the translation being goofy, like, I'm, like, second-guessed, like, I don't know if I should be second-guessing me or the translation. What, you just, found out now? Yomi, let me ask you something. Man, now the text is scrolling even slower. You came along with me on my entire journey. I thought the text was scrolled kind of on the slow side, even with the text, or with the game speed at ×2. You even stood by and helped me on my final battle. You didn't help me at all. I never asked you this, but what exactly are you? You just be like, oh, I'm your conscience. I'm your guardian angel or something. Tommy, up to now, you've met countless living things, right? I don't know about countless. I mean, maybe a couple hundred. Birds, four-legged animals. Even mermaids with flipper tails. Alright, maybe 1,000 or two when you count all those. All living things evolved the way they are now from one creature. Before evolution started, they all looked like me. Humans evolved to stand on 2 feet so they could use tools. But if they can fly, why would they need to walk? Now they're relying more and more on machines. Maybe humans will evolve to my style again. Ha ha ha, so Yomi might be our future. I highly doubt that something started out as something, evolved into something else, and then reverted back, and then evolved back into the original thing. Okay, later, Tommy, I've got to get going. What the hell could you possibly have to do? Like, oh, I left a pot roast in the oven. What? Where are you going, Yomi? Back to sleep. Okay. I'll be back when someone strays from the flock like Tommy. Later, farewell, brother. Brother! Farewell, brother! I'm back off to sleep. And Yomi Mania's run wild on you. Okay. So what do we got? What are these thingies? Can you hear me? I am Light Gaia. Hey, where the hell were you when I was fighting Dark Gaia? I could have used a hand here. The soul of the surface world. With Dark Gaia's defeat, Krista and the underspace world will disappear. I gotta say, Dark Gaia was a lot cooler looking than Light Gaia. The surface world will gradually return to normal. You are the hero who appears when the Earth is in danger. In you flow both the blood of Light Gaia and Dark Gaia. Ew. Your duty is now finished. Your body will soon disappear. But I'm a god, and I don't want my body to disappear. Just today, go enjoy your final happy time in Krista in peace. Well, knowing that I have one day until I lose my body, how the hell am I supposed to enjoy that? What kind of shitty god am I if I can't even, like, give myself a body? Tommy? What's the matter? You were tuned right out. What? Sorry, I was just thinking. I was sitting in my room, and I was staring at the wall. I was thinking about nothing, and at the same time, I was thinking about everything. I think I said that backwards. And then Elle came in. She said my name. I didn't even hear her. And then she started screaming, Tommy! I didn't even hear her. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know the words to that song. I do like that song, though. I think happiness is just being able to loaf without stress. Well, at some point, you're gonna not feel fulfilled because you have no responsibility. And then that actually ends up being detrimental. We have to make nice clothes so people can enjoy them. Oh man, do people enjoy clothes? I guess I'm a guy, so I don't really pay much attention. You know, clothes are just what I do to keep from getting arrested when I go outside. I said boys and girls about... Okay. Well, that's the same thing you said at the very beginning of the game. So is it gonna pull like the, oh, no time went by at all kind of thing? See what the fortune teller has to say. Like, I sense you have no body. Alright, let me in. Oh, now the door magically works. A new world is about to start. What will happen? I don't know, you're the fucking fortune teller, you tell me. Okay, no help from you. Boy, now that I know that these are all just potential, just like souls or whatever. So how am I supposed to enjoy myself knowing that these are all just replicas? Like, none of these people are, like, real. Are they even, like, self-actualized, I wonder? I guess there's no way to really know. Also, what am I supposed to do? Do these people jump at the beginning of the game? I don't remember. Ah, damn it. I'm assuming it won't let me leave. Let me just check. Let me go talk to the Elder. I'm guessing he would be the only person... Like, I probably have to talk to, like, an important person. Oh man, I remember this room. This is the room I first got stuck in. I couldn't remember, or when I didn't know that you had to throw the pot at the door. Ooh, the blue door doesn't open anymore. Everything started from this room. I wonder if the Elder planned everything when he sent me up. I don't think he had that much faith in me, actually. I guess if I was like a troublesome, rambunctious kid, why was I chosen to do the thing? Oh yeah, because everybody else got frozen. There was no one but me to do it. I resurrected civilization and Baruga. And dyed Earth in darkness. But I brought it back, and I wasn't the one that fucked up the Earth, was I? I should have been killed by machines when Baruga was awakened. I thought that the Earth was like fucked up from the beginning, and then it's like, oh, now you have to, because I did the towers to unfreeze everybody, and then they're just like, oh, now you gotta go save the world or whatever. But I didn't die. I was resurrected by Kumari and all living things. I met the other me. I didn't really meet the other me, did I? And I realized my destiny. I heard a voice, and it said that it was the other me, but I don't know if it was the other me. It could just been someone pretending. Okay. But yeah, I guess... I know I already beat the horse to death, but I'm a little bit curious, like how much time I shaved off by having the game set at ×2 speed. I'm pretty sure it's not actually ×2 speed. Right? I'm not walking at half the speed I was like the whole rest of the game, was I? Tommy, do you hear me? No, I can read you. I have something important to say. Yes, I'm sure you do. I'm hungry, right? I tried to kill you as a baby in Stockholm. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have told me that, because now I'm pissed at you. In Krista, the Elder's word was absolute. Well, why? What the hell is he gonna do? He's just an old guy. He wouldn't be difficult to usurp. But seeing you grow up, I understand now. We are all individuals. It's important to live naturally. Oh man, it's like first grade. You are an individual. You are a person. Krista will be gone soon, but if we are bound by fate, we will meet again in time somewhere. It's really hard to like read that. Like it's so slow that there's no way to like to read it without sounding like until then goodbye for just a little while. You can't like if you read it as it appears, you just sound like an idiot. Reading each word as it appears. Ugh. Tommy fell into a deep sleep, but I don't want to sleep. I'm a god. I want to enjoy being a god. I want to rain terror upon people and smite folks that oppose me and whatnot. And Tommy dreamt his last dream. So I died? It's not a happy ending at all. It was a dream of becoming a bird and seeing the world grown older. The world grown older? So was I a bird for like 1,000,000 years or something in this dream? I don't know. Hey, is that supposed to be me? Hey, this mode 7 looks way better than the one that was in the actual game. Staff of Terranigma. Maybe the foliage had more time to grow. I don't know. But hey, look at that. We got credits. So I guess this is the finale. I mean, I had a feeling it would be based on fighting the final boss, but it's finally just sinking in because this is the first time I get to actually like think about what I'm like saying. Just because I'm always just talking out my ass the whole rest of the time. Yeah, okay, so this is the part where I always have a hard time with the credits. It's like, okay, now you're supposed to do final thoughts. It's a LP rule. But it's like, I feel like most of the time I talk about the game as I'm playing it, so then by the time I get to the end of the game, like, what else could I say about it? I did enjoy it. It's not my favorite game, especially if I would have played the whole game with it being like slowed down or, you know, also known as normal speed. One of the things I did like is that like your character movement is like quick, kind of like, you know, like in Secret of Mana or whatever. But then as it turns out, it wasn't supposed to be like that. And yeah, there's plenty of stuff I liked about it. The translation was not super great, and the story didn't pull me in a whole lot. And the combat there, I didn't, other than the couple of places where I had to grind or whatever. The game wasn't that difficult. I mean, I highly doubt it's because I was just super good at it. I'm pretty sure that it's just, whoa, that bird has his head is like connected to his body. That's weird. Like he doesn't have like a neck. Oh, that is a cool looking train though. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like everything else that I wanted to say, I just said while I was playing it. Oh yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Oh, by the way, this game was suggested to me. If there's a game that you'd like to see me play, I'm still at the phase where I can, if you suggest a game, there's a high chance I'll actually play it. If I have the means to. I don't have every console, so if you say some system or whatever, or if it's some, you know, something, or, you know, play this Virtual Boy game. Okay, I don't know how to do that. But, yeah, I can play a game for you. And, yeah, I mean, any other final thoughts? I don't know. I mean, like I said, the game's fun. I do now see why Secret of Mana had it where there was like a delay between where you can hit the dudes, because when you can just run up to them and just poke them to death. And maybe they should have had more knockback, like when you get hit. Maybe they should have had you get like stunned or like broken out of your combo more or something. Because I said this an episode or two ago. Oh, this is actually cool. So it showed the train, and now it's showing like the more advanced thing or whatever. But you can basically this, I guess, ties in with the difficulty being low. And I also said it already, but in case you didn't see that episode, you can just Rambo pretty much your whole way through the game. You can just Rambo like through everything, and just having that jump dash attack where you like slash along the ground or whatever. That move is pretty overpowered, actually. I feel like that one, I didn't use the standing dash stab or whatever very often. I don't know. I just the other one just felt better for me. I don't know, and I think it lasts for like longer, whereas the other one is more of a shorter dash attack or whatever. Like the length of the attack isn't as long, I don't think. Okay, bird. I guess it doesn't even matter. This is since the bird was in a dream. So then, like, none of this actually happened because you were just dreaming, right? Or is that the god power? He has the power to dream, and then it's actually what he's dreaming is actually what's happening for real. It's like, well, then why not just stay the fuck awake? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of questions. A lot of questions. And I know it's impossible to make a story that doesn't have any plot holes in it. And like I said, I am sort of... Oh, shit. It's the same word I couldn't think of in the other episode. I don't know, like, I have the mind of, like, a stand-up comedian, so I'm always looking to, like, pick things apart. And, like, you know, like I always I keep an eye out for, like, double standards and things that, you know, like, just ways of being, like, critical of stuff. It doesn't mean I don't like it. I do like these, this Mode 7, how it's, like, showing, like the buildings or whatever. It looks like a Pilot Wings level at night. Whoa, shit. Okay. Yes, this game has Mode 7. I guess they did the same thing in Final Fantasy VI, where they had, like, the better Mode 7 during the credits or whatever, when the airship was flying around. That shit actually impressed me, where the camera was, like, made it look like it was, like, spinning around the airship. I was like, whoa, I get to see all angles of the airship. Instead of just the side and the back. You see the side of it when you, like, park it or whatever, or drop it down. And then you only see the back of it when you're flying it. Okay, I guess they really wanted to give each person their 10 seconds in the credits, like, individually. Oh man, this ended up being a long episode. I must land and I must go to sleep. That's actually not the way, like, are they trying to, like, convince you that that's, like, a happy ending, to just go to sleep forever? I guess if you did go to sleep forever, then you wouldn't even be awake to, like, be like, hey, being asleep forever sucks. Coming. Oh my gosh. Oh. I thought there was some people getting frisky, and and the one dude was just, like, announcing to the other person because he's a gentleman. Who gonna be at this time of night or whatever? Who is it? Uh-oh. Is it gonna be? I won't spoil it. Y'all know what I'm thinking. The end of that other RPG where a similar thing happens, where there's someone at the door after the credits. The end, yay. Are they going to do the question mark thing? The end? Maybe if the game sells well, we'll have another one? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh boy. Well, that was a fun game. I did enjoy playing it. I did get stuck a couple of times. yeah, there was a lot of weird, like, not knowing what to do situations, but yeah, didn't get stuck on bosses too many times, except that one where you inexplicably have to grind for several levels, and then this boss also. I'm guessing I would have just taken more damage and done less damage to it if I wouldn't have gained those levels. Oh yeah, I did forget to say that. Once I hit level 32, I gained like 32 life, and then when I gained like another level, I'm pretty sure I started gaining like 50 life per level up. So I think what the game is doing is the game is like helping, like giving you that last little push or whatever to, like, the game wants you to beat it. So just gain another level, you get 50 more HP. Now get in there and beat them or whatever. All right, I think we're stuck. Okay, so yeah, that's Terranigma Blind in the bank. Woohoo! So please subscribe and like this video if you liked it, and we'll see you guys in the next game. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.